Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Aceikith Gaming. Welcome to iRacing with a brand new season 3 2023, my 5th year anniversary on iRacing. Obviously bear in mind that one of those years I was barely doing iRacing at all. I decided to take a break. And also my first ever race on my brand new rig as well. So celebrating a few different things all at the same time. Now you'll see in this video that is a little bit different of a layout due to the very hot weather that we're having. So no webcam for this particular video today. It was just far too hot, and I'd wanted to try and get at least one iRacing video out, and also get myself some practice time in my brand new rig ready for the 6-hour race here later on this weekend. Now you'll see that there is a few different layouts during this video as well, of which I want to try and be a little bit more educational with iRacing itself. So explaining why I'm doing what I'm doing, what can also help you out as a driver, whether you might be a little bit more experienced or completely brand new, not to just iRacing but sim racing as a whole. So I want to try and help out as many people out. That is my goal with regards to creating content. I want to be as educational as possible, and that is what I'm going to be doing here first of all. So we're racing in the GT3 class at IMSA, which is at Watkins Glen, 45 minutes, which will include a pit stop. As you can see as well, the track temperature is quite high. So my main goal, look after the tyres the best as I possibly can. That will prove to be quite difficult. Obviously, very fast corners and long corners. But also during the pit stop, we are able to change 2 tyres because of how long we're in the pit stall. Trying to refuel the car. I do make a little bit of a mistake in choosing which 2 tyres I choose, but I know now what to do during this race. If you do like the video, do not forget to click that like button. Do help out the channel a lot. And if you want to see more iRacing content such as this, and you like the idea of where I'm going with my content as well, with educational content, then please hit that subscribe button as well. I am going to be aiming to do that, especially over the course of this season. And also some of my races overall is going to be a little bit more condensed as well. So it's not going to be of that unnecessary feel. It is going to be using as much of the action as possible. But otherwise, let's get into the race. Hope you enjoy it. We'll see you again very, very soon. Let's get into it.
Green, let's go, let's go. Clear left, car left. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear left. Okay, out. Right side. Clear right.
Okay, so we have not even crossed the start-finish line yet to start lap 1, and already there's been a little bit of carnage, and one mistake I will add, I personally made, that I can definitely do better on. So with this mistake, personally, this was just a matter of misjudgment. So I'm going to play back some of the race into a replay, of which I've got post-race. So as you saw in that particular circumstances, we'll play it through again as I talk. So I hit another car that has already spun. Take a look at this moment. So I have just seen this BMW here. I have. And I see a Ferrari just behind him here. I'm expecting him to roll his car across the track, which is a very bad idea. But I cannot see if he's got his brakes on or not. If we go to him and then come to chase cam, we can now see that he's got his brake lights on, which is what he should be doing. But because he's rolling, and I am very close to him. I am expecting him to roll across the track, so therefore I choose to make my move by going round the right hand side of him. Obviously, that didn't work out, so we get a 4x for that. I do. And that was just a lapse of misjudgment. So obviously, looking back at it, I know what I should do. I should just carry on my line. I'm going around the outside of this Porsche to my left hand side here. I see a little bit of smoke to my right. There should be nobody really getting in my way here at this very moment. I should have just carried on and there would have been no issue. But because I'm thinking a little bit too much and thinking that this BMW here is going to move across, which he doesn't do so in the end, I end up hitting the side, causing 28 seconds worth of repairs, of which I will find out later on in this race when I make my pit stop. Obviously that's a little bit unfortunate, but this happens in sim racing. So that is a matter of it to learn. Don't expect everything to happen. Obviously everything happens very fast as well, especially with everybody very close together. Your eyes are everywhere. So bear in mind, yes, this is a mistake I made, but things happen very fast and you got to make that judgment call very quickly. Because if you don't make it quick enough, that can also lead to an incident such as this. So let's play on the race a little bit further on ahead and get into lap 1.
I just want to say to my fellow GT3s, now you understand why I left that gap.
Yo, Rob, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Sorry, man.
Tidy, please out.
Okay, so beginning of lap 3. Guess where the leading GTP is on track? He's on the start-finish straight, which for lap 3 is very, very early. But that also does go to show of how much was going on our lap 0 and how far ahead they would already have been on the track. We were only halfway around the track when they started the race. So this has got to be put into perspective that now there is going to be a lot of GTPs coming up to us soon. So we got to be prepared for that. One thing I would always say is make sure that you are always predictable. Stay on your racing line as and when you can. Don't make any sudden movements. But always, as well, keep an eye on that relative of yours. Especially when you're new to this type of racing. Because not knowing that there's a faster class car behind you and suddenly getting spun around is the easiest way to crash out of a race. So beginning of lap 3, we've got a GTP that is going to be very close to us very, very soon. So let's carry on.
Far right. Clear to the right.
Blue flag.
Clear to the right.
E9. Blue flag.
Right side. Clear to the right.
Blue flag.
Right side. Clear right.
The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 44 Celsius. Blue flag. Okay, Al. There's a faster car approaching. Faster car behind. Blue flag.
On your right. On your left.
Blue flag.
Clear left. On your right. Clear right.
Faster cars approaching. Alright, Al. I think our refueling window will open after 18 minutes. Closes after 32 minutes. Faster car approaching.
All right. Clear right.
Fastest lap. Sector 3 is 1.6 off the pace. Blue flag. Here come the LP2 class cars.
Car right. Clear right.
Blue flag.
Car right. Clear right.
Just cut the track. Blue flag. Okay, Al. There's a faster class car approaching.
On your left.
Blue flag.
Clear to the left. Car left. Clear to the left.
Blue flag. There's some faster cars approaching. They're fighting for position.
On your left. Still there. Clear left. Left side. Clear to the left. On your left.
Blue flag.
On your left. Clear left.
faster car behind. He's racing us for position. Don't expect a blue flag.
Right side. Clear right.
Blue flag.
Left side. Keep it steady. Hold your line. Keep it steady. Clear left. Right side. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right. Right side. Still there. Clear to the right.
Blue flag.
Pretty good overtake, don't you think? Well, I had this move in my head from pretty much halfway through the lap. Back, just keep on going back. As far as about here, I noticed that he was trying to back me up. At this point in braking still, this shows to me he's trying to back me up into traffic to then try and actually get that bit of a gap because I'm being passed by traffic where he's not. He's not got the speed to me. So what is he going to try and do? He's going to try and basically try and push me further back into traffic. And then he's going to try and gain that one. So I knew I need to get past him early. As early as possible. He gets a bit of bad momentum through here. I have the optimum line going through this hairpin here. We have got some traffic coming up behind us but I notice I get a bit of a drag from this curve. Overtake him here. He's on my left hand side now. I give him the space, I know if I stick him on the outside here, it's going to end in one of two ways. Either I'm not going to overtake him, or I will probably go into the barrier if I'm still alongside him. So I'll decide I'm just going to pull a little bit back from him, try and give him a bit of space. I unintentionally go into the rear of him. As you'll see here, this causes a 0x. So, but nothing doing. But this was my plan all along. I wanted to open up this turn as much as I physically could. Bear in mind, it's a high tire wear track, so having grip is not always going to happen. But I go through this turn, slowing myself down as much as possible. He's going to stay out wide because he's trying to keep the speed up, but I just try and open up the turn as much as possible. Because I've done that, we're side by side through here. I have the optimum line, but I still have to give him space. He checks out a little bit too wide at this moment, and I've got the outside here. I squeeze him out. He does choose to go into pit lane, as you can see there, but because of that, because of what happened there, I did still manage to execute the pass. And possibly at that moment, because I can tell you, he does retire soon after. I believe at that moment he decides there's no longer any point in racing this. But still, that's a good pass. We managed to keep it cleanly as well. Let's carry on with the race.
Eighth place.
Right side. Clear right.
There's a faster class car behind. Blue flag.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear left.
Blue flag. Blue flag. Okay, Al, 10 minutes of fuel remaining. There's a group of faster cars bearing down on you.
On your left, clear on the left.
Blue flag.
Car right, clear to the right.
You've just done a 149.40.
Master tried to shoot them up.
Wide, clear on the left.
Yellow flag, caution. Blue flag. We'll fuel you to the end of the race.
Good rayón, good rayón. Brilliant.
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line. Watch your mirrors. Okay, Al. There's a faster class car approaching. Blue flag.
Left side, clear to the left. Left side,
Blue flag.
clear left.
There's a faster class car approaching. B5.
I know you try to do the right thing, mate, but how am I supposed to know you're going to reverse, bro? Yeah, I know, I know. Anyway, you...
Alright, Al. There's a faster car approaching. Blue flag. minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Far left, clear left.
There's a group of faster cars behind.
Left side, clear left.
Blue flag. That lap was at 48.61.
Far right. Right side, clear right.
Faster car approaching. He's racing us for position. Don't expect a blue.
On your left, clear left.
Pretty narrow escape there. Let's have a look at what happened exactly in particular in that particular incident. So, there's an LMP GTP car that has spun round. It is this guy here. Now, he has spun onto a section of the track that is quite dangerous. It is. No fault of his own. Let's see exactly how that had all happened. He has come through the bus stop. A little bit too high on the curb. Does it correct it originally, but then overcorrects it. So he's now out of control. He manages to save the car. Very narrow escape, as you can see there. So, obviously, as you saw in my space, I did not have that much time to react because I'm coming up to him at some speed, and I've got a GTP directly behind me. So we'll look through this again. Let's slow it down. So what happens here? I see this GTP. I need to move over to the left-hand side, but I've got another GTP that needs to overtake me. So I make sure I slow myself as much down as I can and not track out too quickly, because I've got to bear in mind, I've got this guy wanting to overtake around my outside. Which, bear in mind, they are travelling at a even faster pace than what I am. We managed to get through this, partially, like, obviously, part of it is because I have slowed down quite drastically, and I've not tracked out too wide, but also, at the same time, he has given me as much space as he physically could as well. And that is all there is to it. I've slowed down as much as possible, and I've not tracked out too much. But Zane here has also done his job. He has given me as much space as he possibly can. He's even gone out of bounds of the track limits in a way by going across the white line on the outside. Now, he's done that because there was an incident that we're just going past. And in the racing regulations, that's completely 100% allowed, even in real life racing. If you're going off the track limits, but like still on the track surface as such, to avoid an incident, as long as you don't gain time on anybody, you are still allowed to do that if it means you are keeping your car safe and out of an incident. And that's exactly what Zane has done here. So props to Zane for giving me the space here, which not a lot of drivers do, I will say. Sometimes they do tend to be a bit greedy, but Zane has been very, very good in this situation as well. So that's that. Obviously not too much to explain, but props to Zane on of making this incident as less chaotic as possible. Let's carry on the race.
On your right, clear right.
Faster car behind. They're racing us for position. There'll be no blue flag. flag. Car behind's a faster class. You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Left side. Clear to the left. Right side. Clear to the right.
That's the fastest lap of the race. You've just done it, 1:47.46. Blue flag. Okay, Alan, there's a faster car approaching. Nice and smooth with that throttle. Keep it balanced. 5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
Car left. Clear left.
What are you doing?
Right side. Hold your line. Clear to the right. Car left. Clear left. Car right. Clear right.
There's a faster car approaching. He's racing us for position. Don't expect a blue flag. Blue flag.
Right side.
There's a group of faster cars behind.
Clear right.
Blue flag.
Right side. Clear right.
Blue flag.
On your left. Clear to the left. Car right. Clear to the right.
There's a group of faster cars behind. One more lap to go. That's the fastest lap. That lap was a 1:47.31. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Left side. Clear left. Car left. Clear left.
Blue flag. There's a group of faster cars bearing down on you. These guys are scrapping for position.
Really, really good fight, Donald. Nice one. That one, GG, bro.
What was that? I put my headset off. I think you said my name.
Yo, Rob, you can listen to me.
There's the checkered flag. That's disappointing.
So there we have it. That is the first race of the new season. And first race in our brand new rig. P4 we finished in the end in the GT3 class. And gained a nice healthy amount of iRacing from all of that as well. So a very, very entertaining one. All in all, you'll see how much iRacing I gained and how much SR I gained or lost in front of you now as well. Very entertaining race, very difficult, bear in mind, but we have got the 6 hours coming up this weekend, which I will be live streaming as well. Whether that will be on a webcam or not, I do not know. Depends on how the weather is, honestly. It's starting to cool down a little bit over here. If it's cool enough, by the time that we get to the race itself, will depend on whether I have the webcam on or not. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the race. I do hope you guys are also enjoying the fact that I am trying to be as educational as possible with some of these races that are going to be put onto the YouTube channel. If you do like that, do not forget to click that like button. It does help out a lot. And also, if you want to see further races such as this and see more educational content, then please hit that subscribe button as well. But otherwise, we'll leave it there. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you guys next time.